Holy, I'm still alive. Whoa, dude. That's the pen on this gun, dude. But if you want a more spammy version of the Saiga, essentially same RPM, but just... What the frick? That guy was just flying. Alright, so hello gamers, today I'm going to be ranking every single LMG conversion in Phantom Forces because I realized people are talking about a lot of different LMG conversions to me, and I wanted to rank all of them because people are always like, make a video on them, specifically RPK 12762 and Colt LMG 762. So we're going to be ranking those in this video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you're new to the channel, but yeah, let's get into it. So first off, we have 762 on the Colt LMG. This will increase your damage from 35 to 21 to 40 to 23. And keep in mind, you keep your torso multiplier, which means you're actually going to be able to 4-shot kill to the torso at any range, which is pretty nice. However, you do have a couple of downsides. Okay, I'm not playing on this freaking map. Anyway, your downsides are increased recoil by quite a bit, actually, and reduced velocity. The velocity is not that huge of a problem, but the 40 rounds is pretty annoying, and the increased recoil, it's big. You got a lot more recoil, you know? This is a lot more recoil than your average 762 by 39, but it's really not too bad either. You got 40 rounds. It's pretty good. It does quite good damage as well. I'm gonna honestly give this conversion an 8 out of 10. I feel like the default conversion is kind of just better. Like the default ammo, the only real advantage here is the 2-shot headshot and 4-shot torso all ranges, and I guess you get a little bit more, limb damage. It's not really that important because it's the same hits to kill other than that. So I will be giving it an 8 out of 10, but if you want extra damage, it's not bad at all. Then next up, we have 20 tactical on the Colt LMG. This conversion is absolutely busted. I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10 right now because you get a faster reload time by quite a bit, by 0.8 seconds, increased velocity, penetration, suppression, headshot damage, and your only real disadvantages are that you get 30 rounds, which it doesn't matter. All LMGs or all assault rifles already have 30 rounds, and you get a little bit more recoil, I guess, which doesn't really matter either. Basically, big assault rifle with big damage, increased pen, all of that. It's just absolutely insane. Like, this conversion is just too good, man. The second this conversion came out, I just put it on the gun, I pre-bought it, I just use it. It's so good. I should mention 223 Remington, which isn't really a conversion. I'm not going to be really ranking it on all the guns. It will reduce your damage and velocity, but will make your recoil better. So if you want it, it's decent. It's not on this gun currently, but people do use it from time to time. I'm not a huge fan of 223. You will be a 4 to 6 shot, but it has a torso multi, so it can still 3-shot kill torso and 5-shot kill torso at range. So if you really can't aim, even Spirals uses 223 on this gun. So if you really want it, you know, it's decent. Next up, we have a conversion on the MG36. Now, this conversion used to be absolutely busted out of its mind. However, Stylus has fixed it by quite a bit. This conversion is known as 300 Blackout. It will reduce your max damage range by quite a bit, but make your min damage range better and make your gun have more bullet drop, aka less velocity, as well as only giving you 60 rounds instead of 100, but it's still 60, and you will have worse damage at range. So what's the upside of it? Basically, you get a 3-hit kill to the body instead of a 4-hit kill. This used to have 100 rounds with this, which made it absolutely busted because even though it has less damage at range, it actually does the same number of hits to kill. It's still gonna be a 5-shot kill at range, which made this conversion just insanely good. It will make your handling and stuff a little bit better, but it's really not by a lot. For having 100 rounds, the gun already handled pretty well. This will make it a little bit better, but it's really not by a ton. But if you want a 3-hit kill while still having a 5-hit kill on the gun, use this instead of using freaking hollow point. Like, there's no real reason to use hollow point. I guess you could. You still get 100 rounds with hollow point, which is cool and all, but like, I still want the 5-hit kill at range. It's basically, if you don't want the gun to absolutely suck at range, but you still want a 3-hit kill, it's not bad. Also, the recoil on this gun is broken with T-Break. It's so good. It's a little bit all over the place, but it's just low, you know? If you wanted to, you could use 223 on this gun. It will give you reduced velocity and reduced damage. However, it won't reduce your hits to kill, but the problem with it, it doesn't increase your hits to kill, and this does. So if you want 100 rounds still, use 223, and if you want a 3-hit kill, then use this conversion. I'm gonna give this conversion an 8 out of 10. I think it's really good. It's kind of like a Colt LMG with a little bit more RPM. But then we have RPK 762 by 39mm, which will give you a 40 round mag instead of 45 and 200 reserve ammo, but much higher damage. This also removes your burst function. So you're probably like, this is just an RPK, right? 40 round 762 by 39 gun. Here's the thing. It actually does more damage, and I'm using buckshot on this gun, than the RPK. And you're probably like 4132 versus 40 40 to 31. What are you talking about? This has a torso multiplier, which means it actually does 44 to about 34, which means that this actually does less damage. Other than that, it has about the same stats, but it also fires faster, which is cool. But it has kind of crazy recoil. If you want higher damage and a higher fire rate on an RPK, this is very good because it can actually 3-hit kill to the torso at any range. The problem is the recoil is kind of trash. RPK, keep in mind, can't 3-hit kill to the body at any range, and this can, which is pretty good. It also fires faster, so faster TTK. The problem is just, you know, the recoil is a little bit weird. But I'm not gonna lie, this is really a good conversion. I'm gonna give this one probably another 8 out of 10. I don't think it's great. It kind of ruins the initial thing that you would use the RPK 12 for, which is 1, the burst, and 2, the recoil. This has neither of those. It removes the burst, so you can't get the 1000 RPM. But I'm not gonna lie, like, it has something that is really good, which is just damage and penetration as well, as you can see. And also it reloads pretty quickly. I don't know if it's faster than the RPK, but it's pretty close. Jeez. I don't really use the RPK, as you can see by my 174 kills, but I do actually recommend this ammo type for people like me who don't like the RPK. And by that, I mean the RPK 12. I like the RPK and the RPK 74, just not this RPK. I don't know why. But then next up, we have technically not a conversion, but it's 223 Remington again, 50-round drum, and of course, lower recoil. This doesn't make your damage that great. This gun used to have a torso multi, which means it was still going to be a 4-shot kill torso at range and a 3-shot kill to the torso in close range, which was cool, but now it's a 4 to a 5-shot, which is not really that bad. It still has the laser velocity and it has 50 rounds instead of 30. I'm not gonna lie, the Scar Hammer kinda does this better. It fires faster, and it also just isn't a conversion, and it also has the 3-shot kill torso still. So is it a great gun? Yeah, it still is a really good conversion and a great gun overall. I'm gonna give 223 a 9 out of 10. It's insanely good if you want the range capabilities of this gun, the 50 rounds and everything like that. Next up, we have the RPK, which has buckshot and slugs. Now, buckshot does 25 times 10 to 10 times 10, allowing it to, technically speaking, 1-shot kill at any range. It can't do that though, and essentially it just takes the default RPK and makes it a strange 4-pellet killing shotgun that's 25 damage a pellet, which is pretty low for most shotguns. However, it has 10 pellets and 350 RPM in 15 rounds. I am not gonna lie, this is a very good shotgun conversion. If I can hit a guy. If you want an extended magazine Saiga, this is kinda just an extended magazine Saiga. It doesn't have as great hits to kill, but it fires just as fast, has the same pellets to kill, but I would say 1-shot kills less. But if you want a more spammy version of the Saiga, essentially same RPM, but just... what the frick? That guy was just flying. Or just a bigger magazine. You know, if you want a bigger magazine, this is for you, I guess. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of it. I like the RPK. I just don't really like the freaking ammo types on this that just make it a shotgun. I will say, though, it is a really good conversion. What the heck? It used to be a lot worse. It used to do like 24, 23 damage, so it can actually 4-pellet kill, but like they buffed it, and I don't know why, because they buffed it after they nerfed the other shotguns. And yeah, it kind of sucks at range, but like, holy, in close range, this gun is good. Next, we have slugs on the RPK, and you're like, whoa, slugs on the RPK. This must be amazing. Here's the thing, this sucks. It's very bad. Imagine the RPK, but it has a 1-shot headshot and 2-shot body. Pretty cool, right? Here's the thing about most slug ammo types, or at least the good ones. They can 1-shot kill to the torso in close range. This can't. It has 350 RPM, which is cool and all, but it can only 1-shot kill head, and not to any range or anything like that. It also has pretty trash recoil, and it's just bad. Like, don't use it. If you want, I don't know, any slug shotgun, use the KSG. It has more rounds than this, or the same amount, but it can 1-shot to the torso in close range. So bad. I just don't like this at all. I think it used to be able to 1-shot torso, but maybe no, maybe not. I don't think it was ever good, especially after the slugs nerf. And it can 1-shot head to a decent range. It's like, you know, 100 studs, but really use a DMR, man. Like the TCR. TCR is going to fire faster, have better recoil, do better damage, actually. Literally, the TCR is just better in every way. It probably even has a better headshot kill range. The only disadvantage, I guess, is that it has 5 less rounds, but the reload time on this is really not that great. So I don't really recommend this. You know, don't use it. Bad. It's decently fun to use in some situations because of the 1-shot headshot, just the sound effect. I love the sound of... holy, he flicked me. Oh yeah, I forgot to rank these. 6 out of 10, and buckshot is probably like a 8 out of... no, 9. It's a 9 out of 10. It's very good. It's not like the default gun at all, but it's a very good shotgun. But then very last up, we have the Scar Hammer 9mm. So here we have the default Scar Hammer. It's a 3-shot kill to the torso down to a 5-shot kill at range. It has high velocity, high penetration, low recoil, large reserve capacity. It's just a great gun. And it has 50 bullets, but you're like, that's not enough bullets. I want 100 bullets. Well, the 9mm conversion has got you covered. I'm just going to F5 in a second and show you 9mm, but as you can see, this gun absolutely beams. It is just so good. Like, just use this instead of the L86. It's just straight up better. Let me just F5. I can't even be killed with this. It's so good. Then we have 9x19. Now, this used to make your reload faster, but you had 100 rounds. I don't know why. It will lower your damage from 32 to 21, which is the old damage, down to 28 to 19. So it will 6-shot kill at range and will not be able to 3-shot kill torso in close range, but it's still 4-shot kill. Here's the thing. It will give you lower recoil, 100 extra RPM, so it's just much higher fire rate, a crazy min damage range, so it can still 5-hit kill to basically any conceivable range, and it gives you 100 bullets. If you want 100 rounds but just no recoil, this gun is just so good. Scar Hammer is definitely gonna be one of the best guns in the entire game, if not the best. Like, it used to be the best, hands down, until they nerfed it a few times, but like, it's not enough, man. It's still so good, man. What are you doing over there? Last up, though, we have a conversion, which is technically not a real conversion, but I wanted to talk about it since it's so popular on the RPK-12. It's Super Armor Piercing. Now, Super Armor Piercing is a very strange conversion, which instead of giving you 50% extra, it will double your penetration. However, it will make your damage ranges abysmally bad and your suppression non-existent. It's really the ranges that matter. Since the RPK-12 is a 4 to 5 shot, you're gonna 5-shot a lot more often with this conversion. I don't really recommend it on basically anything that's not the AK-12 or the RPK-12, but it's really good on this gun because I can't even kill the man. It basically gives you absolutely amazing penetration. It's like 3.2 studs of penetration. Yeah, 3.2. That's more than the Beowulf TCR, and it's more than the TRG-42. The TRG-42 is a very powerful Magnum sniper rifle, and the Beowulf TCR is literally a 50 cal DMR. So having that much penetration is really good if you want to be able to wallbang people really easily. I'm not using this on the burst mode, but you also can use it on burst to get, you know, 1,000 RPM. I just don't really like bursting this gun. I don't know why, because I'm completely fine bursting the AK-12BR. But like, yeah, as you can see, that's the pen of the gun. If you can see a guy or he went behind a wall or something, shoot at him. It will hit him. The penetration on this gun is insane. Look at this. So yeah, this conversion, even though it's gotten a nerf, it's not as good as it used to be. It used to basically give you 3 studs of pen on every gun it's on. Instead of just doubling your pen, like sometimes it would triple your pen. Technically, it's kind of a buff on the RPK-12 because it gives you even more pen than it did before. However, it gives you even worse range. Like, it used to give you better range than it does. Oh, I was way behind that wall, buddy. This is also on the RPK-74. I don't recommend it on that because you'll have a pretty bad 3-hit kill, 2-hit kill range, which really want to use the RPK-74 for that range. So at that point, if you're going to use Super Armor Piercing, just go to the RPK-12. It's got better recoil, better RPM. Yeah, the RPK-74 is also a very good gun. Hold on. Aw. Even with actually jumping off and letting myself die, I'm going 14-3. It's a very good gun. Not a huge fan of the RPK-12, but you can see why it's good. Anyways, gamers, if you guys did enjoy, that is ranking every single LMG conversion in Phantom Forces. Some of the LMG conversions are pretty creative. I kind of like them. Let me know which one is your favorite in the comments. I cannot kill that guy. But I will see you guys in the next one. Holy, I'm still alive. Whoa, dude. That's the pen on this gun, dude. Yeah, see you guys. Peace.